I bet you come here all the time.
Don't you come here more often than me?
Number 11 sometimes, but not where we're going.
Well, today we're going to go and sit in the room where it happens. We're in number 11.
It's number 11. It's the real number 11.
Here we are. We're in the room. We're in the room where it happens. We're in the room where the budget decisions happen. I mean, I can't believe they've let us in here.
Do you want to play chancellor?
Well, I think if I sit here through osmosis, will I get into her head and work out what's in the budget? You've got quite difficult decisions to make, rather her than me. We talk a lot about this book, the Red Book, and the reason we do is in that book is the scorecard, and that kind of explains everything to us. But just explain that.
All the scorecard is this. It's a table. It's kind of a spreadsheet. When they're working it out, when they're working on it in this room, which they're doing, they've got a spreadsheet up. Sometimes it's on laptops. Sometimes they'll put it on the screen there. And in that spreadsheet is everything. Like, here's what's going to happen to income tax. Here's what's going to happen to national insurance. Here's what's going to happen to all of the different measures. And that is why, on budget day itself, in the afternoon, when we get this document,
that's all we want, isn't it?
It's what we flick to straight away, and it's like, right, what are the numbers? What's the biggest measure? Because
what it tells us is it will tell us where was the biggest tax raising measure, where was the most spending, where did she put the money. Okay, Ed Conway.
All right, yeah.
I'm going to give you 60 seconds in which you are going to unpack the big picture of the economy, this budget, and what it means for the Chancellor.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so there's two big things that have happened that have changed things and means that the Chancellor is under much more pressure here, potentially has to raise taxes, do all of that. First of all, they had all these U-turns, all of those stories that we were reporting about kind of welfare. They weren't able to get all their reforms through, winter fuel allowance, all these things. They were supposed to save money. Instead, they're carrying on spending money on that. So they have to find extra money to pay for that. Secondly, just more broadly, the state of the economy isn't quite where a lot of people thought it would have been by now. So debt interest is a lot higher, having to spend more on debt interest because interest rates are higher. And then also, the OBR, the Office of Budget Responsibility, basically thinks the economy isn't doing as well as it previously thought. And you put all of that together, and there's a big black hole against the public finance, against the kind of fiscal rules that the Chancellor has set herself. And that's why she potentially has to raise taxes. How am I doing?
You've got 8 seconds.
Oh, okay. We could just
absolutely
have a chat in that intervening period. I guess my question is just, how can they politically get away with it? Because it is going to be tricky, isn't it? Given a lot of this stuff, in the manifesto, they weren't hinting about a lot of the difficult decisions they were going to have to make this time around. So in 1 minute, Beth Rigby, can they actually pull this off politically?
Okay, so how are the government going to frame this budget? Watch out for 3 things. They're going to talk about cutting waiting lists. They're going to talk about cutting national debt. They're going to talk about cutting the cost of living. That's how they're going to frame it and try and sell it to the public. What does that mean? It means no more austerity. It means no more borrowing. It means keeping inflation down to try and keep prices down in the supermarkets and so on. But that also means that they're going to have to raise taxes, and that is going to hurt. Now, it looks like they are not going to break manifesto commitments explicitly, but people, I'm telling you, your taxes will be going up. They were going to raise income tax. They're now not going to do that. But that's a big chunk of tax raising, isn't it? Billions of pounds. She's got to find it in other ways. So there's risk there, because when you do lots of different measures, there can often be a backlash. Think what happened with the farmers' tax. Think about winter fuel allowance had to be reversed. So there's a lot of politics in that. Will she offer other things in terms of more generous benefits around some areas of welfare in order to bring the party on board? Political capital for this government is draining fast. So it's going to be a moment of high tension for the Chancellor and the Prime Minister. Have I gone over?
Yeah, you've gone over.
I
was just politely not
but
saying
I was
anything.
enjoying that. I looked at the choices I've had to make, and I've decided it's a very difficult job.
Are you resigning?
I'm resigning as Chancellor.
Resigning as Chancellor.
I'll stay on as political editor.